television city in Hollywood. It's Card Shark. Here's the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Shark. If you've been with us over the past few days, we know we have a very delightful young lady who is our champion, and she's going to try to remain that way today. However, her challenger is going to try to change all of that. You'll see what I mean. After we meet our two dealers, here they are, Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams.
Good morning.
How are you, ladies?
Hi.
You would please start dealing out the cards. Susanna will be dealing the red cards to our returning champion while Lacey deals the blue cards on the lower level to our challenger. And while they're doing that, why don't we talk or meet those two contestants I was telling you about? Here they are. Dan, you have brought so many smiles to all of us since you've been on our show. I just want you to know that you're a delightful lady. You really. You won $7,150, huh?
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Do you ever get mad?
Oh, yeah. Ask my husband. Yeah.
What do you get mad at?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
What makes you mad? What does Bob do that makes you mad?
Oh, gosh. The thing that he does the most is he leaves his tie all over the place. I can't stand that.
Why does he even wear a tie?
Oh, he wants to look good, I guess. I don't know.
I
He's
thought
a
only
nerd.
games.
Come on.
He's a nerd?
Yeah, he's an engineer. A nerd.
You're married to a nerd?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Bob the nerd?
Yeah.
Let me take this sucker off then. Well, we're glad you're back. This is Palm, our challenger. Hello, Palm.
Hi, Bob. How's it going?
It's going just fine, thank you. You won the first game, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Way to go, guy.
Thanks.
It means $100 in your pocket. And tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Pum Skoda. I'm from Santa Barbara, California.
Wait a minute, Palm. We're just talking just casually. I say, tell us about yourself, and suddenly you look to the camera and he goes, hi there.
I'm out for your job. I want your job
I
here.
went to college in Santa Barbara. You after my job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why?
Why not?
I know why.
Yeah, that's why.
You want to work with Susanna Lacey.
You
I know why you
betcha.
want this job.
Yeah, how can you miss? I mean, come on.
Did you guys cut the cards?
Yes, we did.
Fine, and let's begin then. We're going to begin game number 2. Remember, first player to win 2 games wins the championship, goes on to play the big money cards. Palm won the first game. That means, Sandy, you have to win this game in order to stay in. Good luck to the two of you. Palm, the first question goes to you. We're picking up from where we left off yesterday. Here we go. We surveyed 100 women who are engaged to be married, and we asked them, if your fiancé broke off the engagement, would you keep the ring? How many engaged women said they would keep the ring?
Oh, I think that's going to be a really low number. The women aren't going to want to have anything to do with a man that asked them to marry him and then said goodbye. I mean,
You don't think so? All right.
No, I don't think. I think it's going to be a really low number. I'm going to say around 17.
17 out of 100. Sandy!
No, I think it's going to be a higher number. Just, I mean, if you don't want it, turn it in. You get cash for it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I
I think if the lady breaks it off, she should give the ring back. If the guy breaks it off, then the lady should keep the ring.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what happens. The actual number of engaged women who would keep the ring is 57. It was higher. Boy, you gold digger girls. Would you give the ring back?
Of course not. No.
No,
you know, Madonna and I, the material girls, definitely not.
I see.
Definitely
you and Sandy
not.
go to the pawn shop together. Sandy, you won the question. Here's your card. Because you won the high-low question, you can change this card. It's a 6.
Oh, I want to change that card.
Change that card?
Yeah.
All right, the 6 now becomes a 10. You got to play.
Lower.
Lower than the 10. It is an 8. No. That means at Palm, you got a free shot at the cards. And here is your card. It's a 6. And you got to go.
Okay. I'm gonna go higher on that one.
Higher
Bob.
than the 6. It is a 3. Cards are tough. Dealt out some rough cards, didn't you? Okay. Let's go to our next high-low question then. This one is for Sandy. Sandy, we surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, have you ever come home from a date wearing less clothing than you started out with? How many single women admitted that they have?
I think that's going to be a low number. What would you do with the clothes? I mean, you leave it somewhere?
That's why Sandy has no children. That's why Sandy admitted the other day that she and her husband had never been romantic outdoors.
That's
And that's why you're married to Bob the nerd.
I think it's going to be a low number. I'd say 21.
21 out of 100. Palm, what do you think about this one?
Well,
Single women admitted that they have come home with less.
the question says wearing less clothes. They could have gone out with a jacket and just left it in the car or done something like that. So I think it's going to be a little higher.
Okay, you think it's going to be higher? I got news for you, Sandy. You're going to learn about the facts of life on this show.
I guess so.
The actual number of single women who have come home from a date wearing less than when she started is 57. It was considerably higher. You've led a sheltered life, my dear. Bob, you won the question. What
Give me a new card, Bob.
Sure, a new card. The 6 is now a 3.
Oh, I'm going to say higher.
Higher than the 3. Look what I got. Deuce. Wow, these are tough. Sandy, you get a free shot.
Lower!
Lower than the 10, it is an 8. Now what will you do?
I'm going lower.
I knew she'd go on. She's going to go lower than the 8. It's a queen. Nope. Should have frozen right there. Protected your spot. We'll pause for these words and be back with the rest of this game right after this. See you in a moment.
The winner of the Miss USA pageant receives a brand new sports car. Miss America receives a $50,000.
Better because we answer to a higher authority.
I have a hot dog, and it's for you.
Welcome back. Card Sharks. And now, let's continue with this game. Cards have been real tough on the two of you. Let's see how we do. Palm, this is your question. We surveyed 100 men whose wives are expecting a baby. We asked them, are you hoping for a boy? How many expectant dads said that they are hoping for a boy?
Well, I think fathers, most of the time, would like to have a boy, but they just want a healthy child, and maybe in the back of their minds, they'd really like to have a boy. So I'm going to say it's a medium-range number. I'll say about 56.
56. All right. Let's see what the lady says.
My husband wants a boy.
Your husband wants a boy?
Yeah. He wants a boy, just like him. Not like me. Terrible.
No, I know you're not a boy. Yeah. Higher or
I
lower
think
than
it's higher.
56, Sandy? Think it's be higher than that?
Uh-huh.
The actual number of expectant dads who are hoping for a boy is 58. Oh, it was just barely higher, but it was higher. All right, then. You want to get rid of the 10?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get rid of the 10. The 10 now becomes a king. Good card. Lower than the king. Card's a 3. Higher than a 3. It's a 5. Higher than the 5. Jack. Oh. If it's lower, you tie it all up. Yes! Woo! You ran the card. Boy, you needed to do that, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all tied up 1 game apiece. That means we've got to play our tiebreaker game, and this time Susanna is going to deal out the cards from the same deck, only we'll have 3 cards with a maximum of 3 high-low questions. Winner of this game wins the match, goes on to play the big money cards. Good luck to the two of you. Sandy, here we go. Here's the question. We surveyed 100 mothers of 18-year-old girls, and we asked them, if your daughter asked you for permission to move in with her boyfriend, would you give it? How many mothers of 18-year-old girls said yes, they would give their permission?
Oh, I think that's going to be a high number. When I wanted to marry my husband, my mom said, why don't you just live with the guy? So, I mean, she's more liberal than I am.
Well, I can tell that, yeah.
I know. You can be more conservative than me.
Yeah, Bob.
I think that's going to be a fairly high number. I'd say that it's going to be 82.
82 out of 100.
No.
Oh, Palm.
No, I have a sister that wasn't 18 too long ago, and that means I'm at 18, and I'm still in high school, and I don't think moms are going to want their daughters moving out while they're still in high school, so I'm going to say it's a lot lower.
You don't think so, huh?
No.
After 18 years, you're ready for them to move out, believe me. The actual number of mothers who would give their daughter permission to move in with their boyfriend is 24. It was lower. All right, remember, this is tiebreaker time, only 3 cards. Palm, you can change this card if you want to, and if I can show you the card, it is a 7.
Oh, I'd like to change that card, please.
Let's change that one. The 7 now becomes an 8.
All right, I'd like to go lower, Bob.
Lower than the 8. It is an 8. Will you play a freeze?
I'm going to go higher, Bob.
He's going to go on. Okay, if it's higher than the 8, we have a new champion. No, it's not. Sandy gets a free shot at the card. Sandy, you got to play off this card. It's a jack. Lower than the jack. Your card's a 4 for the championship. Yes, there we go. I guess in retrospect, you should have frozen on the 8. I don't know. You end up with $100. We have nice prizes for you. Good luck with your college career.
Thank
You're a
you.
nice man. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Come here, champ. I thought you were conservative. You get so excited. All right, we've added another couple of $100 to that total, and you're doing just fine, and that means you get a chance to play the big money card. So here comes Lacey and Susanna, and they've got a brand new deck of cards that you cut before we went on the show. Remember, the money you've won so far, yours to keep no matter what happens. But now we'll give you new money to bet with. $200 in the bottom line. What you've got to do is bet your way across the line by calling off high and low. When you get to the next row, give you $400 more betting money. And again, you bet your way across the line. Minimum bets are $50 each time until you get to the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. You knew that, didn't you? Yeah, I knew you did. You know what else? You can change one card per line. You knew that?
Yes.
How can you do that?
Oh, by choosing those three.
By choosing one of those cards that Lacey just dealt out over there. What do we do now?
Oh, give me $200.
You got $200.
Yay!
Now I'm going to leave you.
Okay.
Bye. Good luck. Here we go. Turn that $200 into $32,000 if you play it right. Here's your card. It's a king. All of it. $200 lower than the king. It's a 5. 300 higher than the 5. 9. Number 1. So funny. The 9 is now a 7. $700. $100 higher than the 7. It's a 2. Your $600. Come up here. Give you another $400. You have 1,000 and a 2. How about that? You're going to go higher than the 2. Look what I got for you. Number 2? All right. The 8 now is a jack. And you've got $2,000. $1,000 lower than the jack. It is a queen. No, you're back to $1,000. $800 lower than the queen. 7. There you go. Now, 7 is your base, and you still have a card to change.
Change that card. Number 3.
Number 3, the only one left. The 7 is now a 4, and you've got to bet at least $900.
All of it higher.
Going all of it?
All of it.
$1,800 higher than the 4?
Uh-huh.
If it's not, it's nothing. It is. There you go. You are now at $10,950. Good for you. We'll be back in a moment to do the new challenges right after this.
Memory Care Collection from Pantene Pro V.
And welcome back. Well, our champ is at $10,950. Congratulations to you, Sandy. It's time to meet a new challenger. So, Janice, would you please come in here and join us? Hello. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm just fine, thank you. Tell us about Janice.
Okay, my name is Janice Adcock. I'm originally from Knoxville, Tennessee.
I can tell.
I'm single. About a year and a half ago, I was transferred to L.A. I'm a special agent with the United States Secret Service, and I'm assigned to protect our first family.
You're assigned to protect the first family?
Yes.
How interesting. Okay, are you armed right now?
Should I be?
If you see Gene Wood coming up on the stage, grab whatever you got. Okay, well, it's nice to have you here. I've never met a Secret Service agent before. Have you, Sandy?
No.
Anything you want to ask her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Do you know about her husband, Bob, the nerd?
Oh, I've heard about Bob the Nerd.
Oh, tell you what, it's something. It's really something, I'm telling you. Okay, did you cut the cards before
Yes,
you
I
came?
did.
Wonderful. Good. Then Susanna's dealing out those cards, and let's begin this match between the two of you. And here we go with our first question. This one's for Sandy. Sandy, we surveyed 100 top fashion models, and we asked them, do you think you're pretty when you're not wearing makeup? How many top models said that they do?
Oh, that's a hard question. I think that's going to be a high number because they're top models because they have inner looks. I mean, makeup can do only a little bit, you know. It can't.
What? Tell me about that.
I know. So I think it's going to be a high number, 78.
78 out of 100 top models said that they do think they're pretty without makeup. Janice will be higher or lower than 78?
Well, most models, I mean, they're beautiful anyway, but I know women in general think, God, you know, people say, you look really nice, but say, yeah, but my nose is too big or my teeth stick out or whatever. I think it's going to be just a little bit lower.
They could be lower than the 78.
Yeah.
Actual number of models who said that they are pretty without makeup is 70. You're right, Janice, it was just a little bit lower. I think it's a really interesting question. Do you think you're pretty without makeup?
Well, makeup does wonders, let's say. Definitely not as.
Do you think you're pretty without makeup?
I think I'm just sort of ordinary. But makeup is incredible.
Do you think you're pretty without makeup?
You're embarrassing me.
Do you think you're pretty without makeup?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay, Okay, you've got it out of me. Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
Good.
You are pretty without makeup.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, Janice, you've got it. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's your card. It is an 8. Now, you can
An 8.
change that one.
Let me change it.
Change the 8. All right, the 8 now becomes a queen.
All right, lower.
Lower than the queen. It is a 7. Player freeze.
Freeze.
Freeze on the 7?
Yes.
All right, we'll freeze right there. That keeps Sandy away from the cards, protects your position, and let's go to another high-low question for Janice. Janice, we surveyed 100 first graders. We asked them, do you get embarrassed when you see people kissing on television? How many first graders said they do get embarrassed?
You know, I have a little nephew who's a first grader, and gosh, there's so much kissing and everything else on TV now. It's really not unusual to see it, so I don't
Yeah,
think
it's not
they're
everything else we're worried about here. It's just the kissing.
I don't think they're going to be really embarrassed. I'm going to say it's probably about a medium number. I would think 52.
52 out of 100 first graders get embarrassed when they see people kissing on TV. Sandy, higher or lower than that? Sandy gets embarrassed when she sees.
I get embarrassed.
I know you do.
Imagine a first grader. I think it's lower.
You think it'd be lower than
Yeah.
52? Actual number of first graders who get embarrassed when they see people kissing on television is 57. Not lower, it was higher. Interesting. Janice, you froze on the 7, so you can change the
I'd
card.
like to change the card, please,
All right,
Bob.
let's see what the card becomes. The 7 is now a 6.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 6. It is an 8. Now what do you do?
Freeze.
Again, she'll freeze. Again, Sandy is kept away from the cards. We'll pause for these commercials, and we'll be right back to continue with game number 1 right after this.
Sooner or later, you're going to realize...
Ways. Expect more protection.
And welcome back to Card Sharks. In the middle of a game between two very nice people, Sandy, our champion, Janice, our challenger. This is game number 1. Janice has a lead in this game, and let's go to our next high-low question for Sandy. Sandy, we surveyed 100 men serving time in prison, and we asked them, are you sorry for what you did? How many inmates said that they are sorry?
Oh, gosh. They have a lot of time to think about it if they were sorry. I mean,
I wish I'd have said that,
every
Sandy.
day.
That's right. Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes they may want to skip a day.
How do you do that?
Just don't think about it.
Oh, okay. I think that's going to be a fairly high number because you have a lot of time and you kind of go over your crime and stuff. So I'd say it's 75.
75 out of 100 inmates said that they are sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? Janice, will it be higher or lower than 75?
Well, I think it really depends on who they're talking to. If they're talking to the parole board, they're probably going to say, yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, real sorry.
But in reality, I think it's going to be a little lower.
A little lower than
Yeah.
that? The actual number of inmates who are sorry for what they did is 58. You're right. It was lower. All right, Janice, you froze on the 8. You want to change it?
Card.
Sure. The 8 now becomes a 6.
All right, higher.
Higher than the 6, it is a 7.
All right,
Now what do you do?
freeze.
Freeze there. Oh, the lady
Good,
is tough.
hard
She's going to
way.
freeze right there. Sandy, you got to get in this
Oh,
game now.
yeah.
Okay, I've got one more question in this game. This is the fourth and final question. Sudden death time. Someone must win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is very important to you. Janice, we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, have you ever visited a nudist colony? How many people said they have?
Well, I guess to each his own. I never have personally.
Haven't you really?
No. Maybe I'm missing something. What do you think?
Oh, I never have either.
I
I
think
can
that's
never
gonna
figure
be-
out where the policemen put their badges.
Right. Yeah, that's a good thought.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I would think that would be a fairly low number.
You think so? How many?
I would think 24.
24 out of 100. Sandy, have you ever been to a nudist colony?
No. I haven't even been outside. Come on. I'm so embarrassed here. Lower.
Lower than 24? Actual number of people who have visited a nudist colony is 6. You're right, Sandy. It was lower. Now, remember, this is sudden death. Okay? Sandy, you have these choices. You can take a look at your base card. If you don't like it, you can change it and then play it out. But if you make a mistake, Janice wins the game. Or you can pass it on to Janice. She must play off the 7. If she goofs, you win the game.
Oh, God.
This is a tough one for you. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to pass.
You're going to pass it on
Yeah.
to Janice. All right, Janice, you got to play off the 7.
I'm going to go higher.
If it's higher than the 7, you win. Game number 1 of this match between you and Sandy, it is higher. Yeah. And Janice, you win first game. And we will pause. We'll be right back with more Card Sharks right after this, so don't you dare go away, okay? Yeah, that was a real tough.
There. A quick
toss of the Downy ball as you start the wash releases freshness in the rinse. Downy, it touches so much more than clothes.
That's all the time we have. Janice wins game number 1. That means we'll start game number 2 tomorrow. You'll be here, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell Bob I said hi. Will you do that for me?
Okay.
Good.
I'll bring them.
And we're going to tell you goodbye right now, too. Till then, I'm Bob Eubanks for Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton, Gene Wood, and the whole gang. Card starts in. Thank you very much, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Sunday
$1 pyramid.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Shark. A Mark Goodman television production.